I found 4 EIN only, no PG business cards that you can literally apply for and get approved for with no hard credit pull. Your personal credit is never impacted and there's no personal guarantee or PG, which means you're not personally on the hook for the money you charge to the cards. They strictly just use your business revenue to approve your application, but you do need at least some legit business activity and history to get in the door. Now, either way, feel free to apply with no harm to your personal credit. I'll show you how my business was approved for $11,300 in funding using a few of these options, how 3 of the 4 cards have no minimum credit score requirement, and how every card on this list has a maximum credit limit over $250,000. By the way, I just launched a free 5-day 0% APR business funding email course, and every day you'll get new information that I've never shared before, like how to choose what order to apply for each card using a funding sequence, and how to find unlimited business funding in your hometown, right in your backyard. I'll leave a link to that below. Now, if you run a new small business, a new LLC, the Bill Divvy card is going to be your best option because it's the easiest to get approved for. The Divvy Charge Card gives limits from $500 all the way up to $5 million with automated approvals up to $400,000. After reviewing 10 recent approvals, the average starting credit limit was $12,500, and they approved me a year ago with a $2,000 starting limit. Some of the things that you get with the Bill Divvy card is automated expense management. So Divvy integrates with your business finances, automatically recording transactions, eliminating the need for manual expense reports. You also get budget spending control, so you can set budgets by project, team, or category and assign those spending limits to individual cards. You can even adjust them on the fly too. And they'll give you multiple cards, and they have free user management with those cards. So Divvy offers free virtual and physical cards for all employees, and you can even set permission levels for each individual employee. And Divvy offers a rewards program too, with points redeemable for travel, gift cards, statement credits, or cash back. The amount of points that you earn depends on your payment frequency. If you pay weekly, that gets you the most points. And check out this data point about the reward system. They said, I would also point out the reward system is kind of a joke. First, you only earn points on your purchases if you spend 30% of your credit limit in the month. Then they have redemption rules, and if you don't meet the spend requirement in a month, they will yank your rewards. They clawed back about 40,000 plus points we had built up over a few months because we spent just under 30% of our credit limit one month. So that's something you'll definitely want to keep in mind when you're signing up for Divvy. Now, the next thing they're going to give you is real-time tracking, and with that, you can monitor company spending with instant notifications for every card transaction. There's also no annual fee with the Divvy card, so it's free to use. As far as credit bureaus go, they report to the Small Business Financial Exchange. To qualify for the card, you need to have a registered business. Your business needs to be registered as an LLC or corporation. When it comes to credit scores, they recommend having good credit, but the minimum personal credit you can have is 580, but a score of 640 or higher increases your approval chances. And then you'll want healthy business financials. So Divvy considers your business's annual revenue, and they might request bank statements to verify your financial health. Having at least a few $1,000s in your business bank account has proven to be a requirement. They also require that you need to have a US-based business. Divvy currently only serves businesses based in the United States. And here's what a few people have said about Divvy. They said, I applied for the Divvy business credit card on the same day I got my LLC and EIN for my first business and got approved. Don't worry, they do not do any sort of hard pull on your credit, unlike Capital One. Not only does Divvy welcome new business owners, they also have the best credit card features, in my opinion, better than Amex or Chase. One that I use every day is creating unlimited virtual cards and set limits and expiration dates on those cards, and I use them as throwaways. And listen, I've used the Divvy card for over a year, and I can confirm without a doubt that there's no hard credit pull. And check out this next data point. They said I had approval within 24 hours also. $50,000, what I asked for, I thought I would get countered, not approved. Wish I asked for $100,000 because I really just wanted to see what kind of limits they would offer. And another person said, I'm using Divvy. They're great for budgets and making sure no vendors overcharge you. The virtual cards is a big bonus. And listen, I touched on this earlier. There is a few things you want to watch out for with Divvy. I've come to learn the rewards point system of the Divvy card is very misleading. You technically earn points on all your business purchases, but you need to spend at least 30% of your credit limit in a given month to qualify for any of those rewards at all. This can be a real hurdle for businesses with lower monthly expenses. And then the value of your points depends on how you redeem them. When you book travel directly through Divvy, that's 1 cent per point. When you redeem for cashback or statement credits, that's only 0.52 cents per point. With gift cards, it's 0.51 cents per point. And then there's redemption limitations. Even if you meet the spending requirement, you can't redeem your points until you've had the card for at least 12 months. Also, Divvy rewards the most points to businesses that choose a weekly billing cycle. Businesses on a monthly cycle will earn fewer points compared to those on that weekly cycle. Now, if your business is doing well and you're at the point that you're really running those numbers up with high business revenue, then the ramp card is going to give you the highest credit limit to work with. Ramp limits can go as high as $2 million, and that's based on 7 major factors. First is checking your bank balance. So the first thing they look at is how much cash you've got in your business bank accounts. It's really a big deal because that cash balance really sets the stage for your credit limit. And the second thing is, what is your field? They consider the industry that you're in. It's interesting because every industry has its own financial risk and dynamics, and that influences the credit limit you might get. They also check your business's credit history with the credit bureaus. It's kind of like a financial background check to see how well you've handled debt in the past. Then they're going to take a good look at your company's financial health too. This includes your liquid assets, any debts or liabilities. It helps them get a sense of your financial stability with your business. Then they look at your spending habits. Your business's spending patterns are also under the microscope. If you spend a lot on software, ads, travel, entertainment, that tells them a lot about your financial needs and habits. And of course, they're going to be really interested in your annual revenue and your regular monthly expenses. This info helps them understand your business's financial flow and what kind of credit you can handle. Now, when it comes to increasing your credit limit, it's so important when your business expenses are going up every month. Now, with Ramp, if your assets grow and you connect more data sources, that shows your business in a good light. There's a good chance your credit limit might go up there. And Ramp says they keep an eye on this daily, so it's always up to date. Now, if you're thinking, hey, I need a higher limit, it's pretty easy to get that ball rolling too. Just log into your Ramp account and hit the help button. Once you're there, shoot a message to the team. Another way they say you can go about it is just get in touch with your account manager or customer success manager. They can put in a request with the risk team to evaluate your business for a higher limit. And with the Ramp card, there's no annual fee. And with rewards, it's really simple. It's just 1.5% cash back on all purchases, no restrictions. When it comes to interest, there actually is none because it's a charge card that requires that you pay that full balance and you pay that bill every single billing cycle. There's no foreign transaction fees, and you can get unlimited virtual and physical cards, just like the Divvy card. They heavily advertise that those credit limits can go 20 times higher than with traditional options and banks, because of the heavy focus on technology when they underwrite your business. It's also going to come with other benefits like automatic receipt matching, expense categorization, spending controls, just like the Divvy card, and automatic approval flows, which save an average of 5% by spending less time and money across your whole business. One thing that really surprised me about Ramp is that you don't need to be a US citizen to get approved. And here's exactly what you need to qualify. Your business needs to be registered in the US. You need to be a corporation, a limited liability company like a LLC, or a limited partnership. Nonprofits are also welcome too. However, individuals, sole proprietors, and other types of unregistered businesses are not eligible. Now, this might be the sticking point for a lot of people. You must have at least $75,000 in cash in any US business bank account that is linked to your application. And that's across all of your business bank accounts. They have to add up to 75K. Then most of your business operations and corporate spending should be in the US too. Although Ramp supports international transactions and waives related transaction fees. And all applicants must provide an EIN as part of their application process for legal compliance. For non-US citizens without a social security number, you'll just need to provide the last 4 digits of your foreign passport or a placeholder if that passport number is alphanumeric, and the documentation to prove your address. If you don't have a US address, you can use the business address. So let's talk about customer experiences with using the Ramp card. One person said, Ramp reports to business credit bureaus, no personal reporting, no hard pulls on personal credit, just hard pulls on business credit. Ramp works like a charge card, 30 days direct debit from linked business account. Starting limit was $33,800. You know, most nationwide business credit cards will hard pull your personal credit and require a personal guarantee to get approved. Some even report your card usage to the personal credit bureaus. That's like Capital One does. So I'm happy to confirm that this is not the case with Ramp. And another person said, switch to Ramp with 70 employees and we have 0 issues with people completing expense reports. Everything is automated. Requires minimal user input, and AI reconciles receipts to proper transactions. Excellent workflow features and alerts. Nothing comes close to Ramp. We tried Amex Diners Club, Spin Desk, and Navan. Nothing compares to Ramp. A different customer said, we were able to set up Ramp pretty quickly within 2 weeks. We're a much smaller company, only 30 full-time employees. We had an initial call with a specialist who helped us get everything set up, like our expense policy, bill pay, accounting, reimbursements, and approvals. We used the tool to invite all our employees who had cards and gave them training materials to set up with their Ramp accounts. We also stopped using their old cards. Once transactions started coming in, we had another call with a specialist to set up automated coding rules, get transactions sent over to our NetSuite account, and answer our questions. Overall, the Ramp team was helpful and the transition was pretty easy. I wish more of our team got metal cards as part of the process. We're only able to get a few for our executives. The rest of the team just got plastic. It's cool that Ramp can hand you a personal account specialist to get your business fully up and running, especially when you have a bunch of employees. I just want to warn you of a few things with the Ramp card. The Ramp card is hard to qualify for because you need to have a business bank balance of $75,000 or more to get approved. For many people with small businesses just starting out, that's going to be tough to do. One thing you'll notice is that all of these business cards absolutely require a business bank account. They need to see that you're seriously doing business in a professional and trackable way. One business account that I'm really excited about right now is the free Novo Business Checking account. It comes with all the typical features you need to manage your business finances, including qualifying for every card on this list. But the true game changer is you can quickly get approved for even more funding because of your relationship with Novo itself. In fact, you can get up to $75,000 in business funding that behaves just like a business line of credit, which let you move cash directly into your business checking account to use for whatever you want. There's no limitations. And if you don't know, a business line of credit is notoriously hard to qualify for and requires at least 2 years in business. With Novo, you technically only need 6 months of history. And all you need is a 600 FICO score. There's no hard pull and no PG. It only took my business 3 deposits over $2,000 for a few months to build a relationship with Novo, and they showed me some real love with a $3,300 funding limit. So definitely hit the link below to get your business account set up for free and get access to up to $75,000 in funding for your business. Next, if your business really needs more than just a card, maybe you also want to have access to cash money to pull out whenever you want, then the revenue card and FlexLine is your best option. It's like a cross between a business line of credit and a credit card just rolled into one. So it's going to be super flexible, and it gives you up to $250,000 in funding that adjusts with your business cash flow. You can pull that cash straight out into your business account or swipe that card anywhere that Visa is accepted. And Revenue is really a smaller player in the business lending field, but I did find one data point that says, so I applied for the Revenue card and FlexLine and was approved for a $13,000 starting limit. Also, Revenue says your credit limit is determined by your business banking history, monthly revenue, bank account balance, and business financial fluctuations. The best way to increase your limit on the Revenue FlexLine is by improving the financial health of your business. The credit limit is going to adjust based on how well your business is doing, specifically reflecting the status of your business's bank account. And here are a few steps you can take to help increase your limit. You can increase your revenue, so boost your business's monthly revenue. Higher revenue can demonstrate increased business activity and financial stability, which could justify a higher credit limit. You also want to maintain healthy bank balances, so you want to keep your business bank account balances healthy and try to exceed the minimum average daily balance requirement of $1,000. And you want to have stable and consistent cash flow. Regular and predictable cash flow is going to reassure Revenue that your business is capable to handle a higher credit limit and responsibility. There's a few features that Revenue has that they really get right. One thing is that they are open to business owners with poor credit. So you can have a 300 to 670 score and there's no hard credit check or personal guarantee needed. They have flexible funding limits with limits that go up to $250,000. And then the FlexLine merges features of a business line of credit and a credit card, allowing cash withdrawals into a business bank account. And you can use card payments when you're actually on location with a merchant. So those funds can be used anywhere Visa is accepted, acting both like a line of credit and a credit card. And their repayment plan is actually flexible as well. The tailored repayment plans align with business cash flow, ranging from daily to monthly options. They report to the Small Business Financial Exchange, and that's going to really help your business credit history improve. They even give you a dedicated account manager for more personalized service. To qualify, you must be a formally registered entity like a LLC in the United States. So you can't be a sole proprietorship here. Your business should be operational for at least 6 months, showing longevity and operational experience. And it requires a business bank account. Just like every card on this list, you're going to have a business banking relationship. And with that bank account, you're going to need to have fewer than 3 days in a negative per month. Your minimum monthly revenue needs to be at least $20,000 to demonstrate substantial and consistent cash flow. You must keep your minimum average daily balance of $1,000 in that business bank account for liquidity. And when it comes to industries, they're open to most sectors except financial institutions like banks or business lenders due to potential conflicts and risks. And getting fully approved involves a soft credit pull and does not require a personal guarantee, and that means there'll be no impact on your personal credit. So let's talk about data points. One person said, so I applied for the revenue card and flex line and was approved for a $13,000 starting limit with a 0.45 factor rate. They don't use interest rates, but it's effectively 45% interest fixed, and it's a daily repayment. An example they provided me is, let's say I use $1,000 of the $13,000. I carried for 5 months. I would have to repay $1,450. They auto draft daily from your business checking account. You can repay early and it will reduce your effective factor rate. Best case scenario, I use $1,000 and repay in 2 days. I would still pay $21 in interest though. So things to watch out for. There's no way to avoid paying interest, and it's going to be higher interest than you would have with other credit cards and business lines of credit. So this next card is a new one that I've come across and qualified for myself. It's called the Mercury IO Charge Card, and it's a pretty interesting option for startups and small businesses. And the card doesn't have a preset spending limit either, which means your limit adjusts based on your spending habits and the overall financial health of your business. There's really no clear evidence on how high limits can go, but you should know I have an account with them and I was approved for a $6,000 limit just days after depositing $25,000 into my Mercury business checking account. Because all IO customers hold cash with Mercury, they can accurately understand your financial position and offer a higher credit limit than what is typically offered to startups by traditional banks. Since your credit limit is determined by your Mercury account balance, your limit might increase as your Mercury balance increases. But your credit limit can also decrease as well. Currently, they reassess your business limit following large withdrawals and deposits. It's going to come with 1.5% cash back on all purchases with auto redemptions as well. It comes with spend management software to control spending limits and employee access and issue new physical and virtual cards. It also comes with a business checking account with FDI insurance up to $5 million. To qualify, you can start by signing up for a Mercury business account. You'll need to maintain that $25,000 balance in your Mercury account to keep your credit account active. They also do not run a credit check during the IO charge card sign-up process, so your personal credit score will not be considered or affected whatsoever. One huge thing you got to pay attention to is the $25,000 minimum that you need to deposit to qualify. In reality, it's far less than the $75K Ramp requires, but the big difference is Ramp just needs you to link your existing business bank accounts, and those accounts need to add up to $75,000. Whereas with the Mercury card, they require you to move that $25K into a Mercury account first. That's a lot of money to move into a brand new account that you're not familiar with yet. Now, maybe you don't have $25,000 just sitting in your business bank account, but your business is doing at least $5,000 in monthly gross sales, and you want someone to help you with getting your business loan or getting a business line of credit. If that's you, then you want to check out that next video where I interview the Vice President of Business Development at Rock Financial. He breaks down how a construction business got $1.75 million in funding within 2 days to purchase equipment and uses a bridge to get them between jobs.